Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF as we like to call it. Hope everybody's doing well. It's almost a weekend. It's good to see everybody in chat tonight. What do we got? Hey, Ben, what's up, brother? Grasshopper. Stevie B. What's going on, Stevie? Hey, you do get around there. You just never mind. She gets it. What's up, Raptor? Hey, Judy. Hope all is well on the new front. Mr. Lee, what's up, buddy? Who else? Who else is sneaking in? That's about it for now, I think. Drake, what's up, Mr. Hand? Chessboard? See, everybody sneaks in. I always scroll up and bang. Angel Nolan, how are you? Good to see everybody. Hey, Catherine. Happy Thursday to you. Yeah, almost a weekend. So, yeah, if you guys are, if you've never been here before, welcome. What we do here is I put the link in chat, and anybody that wants to come on can. Pammy, how are you? You just click on the link, follow the directions. It's pretty simple. If you don't want to be on camera, at the bottom of the screen, you can hit stop camera. You don't have to be on camera. All I ask is that you do turn off YouTube and just have StreamYard playing, because we get that nasty echo. NAC, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you. So, yeah. I was talking to Stevie just a little bit ago, and I just couldn't resist. She's like, oh, you should see the moon outside. It's just, or you should see the moon. It's so gorgeous. Or the way it came out, I was just like, I see it. Yeah, we have a sky here too. You know, just being wise as. She's like, fuck you. Well, that's not up to me, Mr. Lee. He says, Mogs, can we get some new people on tonight? That's up to you guys. If you've never been on and you want to come on, maybe you have, but you just don't come on that often. Pop on, say hi. You know, that's how we get new people here. I just provide the place to do it, place to hang out. You know, we're pretty easy. We talk about anything. Lord knows. Who else? Yeah, so like I said, that's what we do is, you know, anybody wants to come on, they can come on. Talk about whatever you want. Could be Bigfoot, could be fishing. It usually ends up to be fishing. Could be cooking, could be whatever. You know, we talk food. You know, past 2 nights, Dawn here has been making, Ruchi's girlfriend has been making pasta sauce with meatballs and meat and sausage, but just the time and effort, and the end result was so amazing. Nice red sauce, and I was like, who taught you to cook? She said she's self-taught. I was like, right on, you know. I said, you've figured it out, you know, the cooking part. She's just amazing cook. Yep, Stevie B is fishing right now. Some tight lines to her. Hey, Sugar Britches. What's happening? Yeah, so I'm just getting over, still, my throat's a little jacked up, but I'm just getting over that chest cold I've had for a week. And I stopped in because I think I know where I got it. I think I got it doing karaoke last Wednesday. Because I asked the girl, I was like, that runs it, I said, by any chance, were you under the weather this week? She's like, yeah, last week I was really, I said, oh, okay. And I told her that, I said, she's like, oh, she goes, I bought disinfectant wipes and all this stuff. I'm like, all right, but gotta be careful. But in talking to her, I found this out. They have karaoke there at this, it's called Castaways here in Florida, Crystal River. And they have karaoke every Wednesday night, or they have it a bunch of nights, but Wednesday nights they're doing a karaoke contest. I didn't sing last night. They're going to do like a 4-week contest and two qualifiers from each week. And then they're actually having a contest. They were challenged from another bar up the street to this karaoke contest. So this bar will take its best and that bar will take its best and go, you're actually competing against everybody. But I think it'll be fun. So next week I'm going to go hopefully qualify. Then there's the semifinals and then the finals. So hopefully we get that far. I get that far. I say we because I'm going to try to somehow bring you guys with me. I think it'll be fun. If I can set up and go live and for part of it, I don't know. I don't see why not. I don't know. I think it'll be cool. But then it got me thinking last night. I mean, it's been so long since I've sang. I've forgotten everything I've sang. There was some really good shit that I used to sing. And, the stuff I sing now is like just my comfort stuff, the stuff that I love doing. And I do every time, almost. But there's so many other songs out there that I've done that are great songs. And it's like, okay, well, I need some songs. What do I qualify with? Or what do I try to qualify with? I can't, judge might have an off night. And yeah, it's, I'm kind of excited about this. Hi to Bustamante. How are you? Hey, Val. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while since I sang, and hopefully by Wednesday, this will clear up. You can hear it's a little excuse me. But yeah, I think it'll be cool. So let me post this link. Chat. Oh, before I do that. Almost screwed up. Pretty sure that was the old link. There we go. I was like a micro that close to pushing that, and it would have been the wrong. All right, the link is in chat, so if anybody wants to use it, click on, come hang out. We got 31 watching. That's awesome. Stevie says, I'll be there to record the finals. I got to get to the finals. But I think I have a good chance. There are some decent singers. I listened in last night, and I've heard some sing in the past, but since the voices come out as soon as the word contest is brought into the equation, it's amazing. People get up to sing and you're not paying attention. They start singing, you're like, oh shit. What are you going to sing? Country. Although, you know what, in honor of the recent passing of Gordon Lightfoot, who, as far as singing, was an influence for me, but I don't know all his stuff. I just know, his sound. I will do at some point, maybe in the final, I'll do a Gordon Lightfoot song. It's the other two, the qualifier. I'm not going to go nuts finding a great song. If that sounds stupid, but I mean, try to do my best in all of them. But I think the one that I put the most into and I feel the most when I sing it is "If You Could Read My Mind" by Gordon Lightfoot. That just and the age of the crowd. I don't know the age of the crowd on the other bar, but it's a mixed crowd. But even if you don't know the song, it just people go, "Oh shit!" And I'm not trying to pat myself on the back at all. It's just I people's reactions amaze me sometimes. I met these two guys there last week, and they ended up buying my dinner. They bought, yeah, they picked up my tab. And then I got up to sing because they were leaving. I was about to leave, but they finally called me up, and I did that song. And when I was done, and I was walking towards, and these two guys were like, it was bizarre. They were like little schoolgirls or something. They were just like, holy shit. One guy's like, I didn't expect that. And so last night I went to go see if the guy said he goes there on Wednesdays because I really want to talk to him. They were really cool. But I guess I got there too late and he wasn't there. But it's just, I love to see people's reactions, As far as other songs to sing, I don't know. It's either going to be like Toby Keith, Travis Tritt, maybe Tim McGraw. Those are probably three that I'll choose from. No, dude. I cringe when that song comes on. But thanks for the little brain ninja, because now I got the music going on in my head. Bastard. Ozzy Sue, g'day. Welcome. Donald, what's up? Oh, man, I got to think of something else because that song is stuck in my head now. All right. I know I posted the link in chat. If anybody wants to hop on, come on down. So I was listening to my Bigfoot sighting today. That the Cundiff show, and same one, like Jeff was on it. You should definitely check out his encounter. I think it was number 63, I believe. His encounter was really cool. But I'm listening to his encounter, and it's like an hour long, and I'm like, this guy sounds familiar. And I was like, this sounds like my buddy from Arizona. Don't recognize the story. Then about 45 minutes in, I'm like, damn it, this sounds like him. I mean, he mentioned Arizona, but this happened in Oregon. Mentioned his dog. So finally at like 45 minutes in, I go to the description and it says his name, his first name. And I'm like, son of a bitch. This was the guy who was my roommate but we've known each other for like 12, 13 years now. I'm like, I didn't recognize any of these stories. And like, I told you guys about his Arizona encounter. And I have a feeling he might have done, or might have done another episode of my Bigfoot sighting, because it was kind of, if you read the description of that show, it said it's a prelude to what's, shit that's happened afterwards. So I'll have to run through and see if I can find it. But yeah, it was just weird. I was like, I don't remember any of this. He never told me any of this. Like, was it the same guy? And it sounded like him. It was his name. They didn't give a last name. It was just weird. He's the one who saw the Bigfoot in Arizona. He was fishing, and it was just getting dark, and him and his buddy were fishing and crossed the river up the hill. He saw something coming down the hill, and he thought he saw two things coming down, something tall and smaller, and he thought they were hunters. And he continued fishing and looks up, and they're still coming down the hill, and he thought they were hunters because they were wearing, he thought, ghillie suits. Until at one point he said, just to announce their presence, he said, "Hey, we're fishing here." And he looked up, and that's when this thing stopped, or these things stopped. And he said that he realized what he was seeing, and it was a female and a juvenile, and the female pushed the juvenile behind her, and they both just squatted down till it got dark, and then they moved along. Well, that was his sighting, and he spent part of the night, I think it was part of the night, camped out. His buddy had left. And he calls me and tells me about this, and it tripped him out. When he was done, I figured this was his first encounter, because I said, "Dude, you've been into this for 10 years. Why are you so shocked?" He's like, "Well, I guess I didn't believe they existed." Like, really believe. So it just I was like listening to these stories going, but no, I got to go back and re-listen, because I don't actually think there was a sighting. It was all screams. I don't think there was a sighting, but it was just weird. But I'm like, damn, I know this guy's voice. And then I looked, and it said his name, and I was like, oh, son of a bitch. Because he didn't like after he had told me about it, I asked him months later or whatever, and he really didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to have him on here, and he was like, nah. But it was cool to hear him tell those stories. Damn, man. I can't post that chessboard. Sorry, Ben. I was talking about my friend back east. Back in Arizona, I should say. I'm back east. And we've been friends for 13 years, and I heard he told some stories on my Bigfoot sighting, and I had never heard him before. It was just, it surprised me. It's cool, though. Caucasian Sasquatch, what's up, bud? Welcome. Had a good time last weekend. Again, thanks for everybody that showed up there. Hey, Sharon. Good to see you. Just trying to see who else I missed. think I got everybody. So what else? What else? I know there was stuff I was on my mind, and I think I've spent it all. Chilling like a villain. Right on. 5:38. What is, Stevie? Oh, his no, that my Bigfoot sighting is episode 54. That's his Oregon encounters, Oregon stories. Oregon, however you say it. Hey, Kelly, welcome. Yeah, actually, I'm say his name. He's the one that sent me the GPS coordinates for this big ass pile of shit that they found um, in Arizona, and I went out and found it. I mean, I mean, I drove miles and miles and climbed and through bushes and no shit and found it, and it was huge. Um, I don't think it was bear shit, but it was it was just the bear must have been massive. Um, but it was all the whole hill was covered with manzanita bushes, and they have these really bright orange berries, and that's what whatever left behind that package. That's what it ate. It was full of manzanita berries, and I didn't see any fur, like from any other mammal or anything that it might have eaten. Um, yeah, Steve remembers. And I gotta find. I took pictures. I took video of this shit. I don't think I ever showed it. Um, why did you go look for that? Says Ben. Because this was my friend who had these parent sightings, and somebody he was out rock hounding, and his buddy pointed it out to him, and he was so like, holy crap, this thing is huge, because he was into Bigfoot. He knew I was, so he sent the coordinates to me, and I went and hopped in Polaris, and it was all off-road driving, and it was awesome. And then had to like climb to get to it, but it on foot, and it was impressive. I was like actually glad that I went to find it and actually found it, because it was impressive. Somebody says you wonder what could have done that, Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because not far behind it, there was another pile that was a lot smaller. It looked normal, whatever normal is, but this was just absurdly large. Coke can large, round. But my point was, I have video of that. I have pictures of that, but I got to go back and look for them. I think they're in my external hard drive. I have to plug that in one day and go back, because I have so much video that I've never used. I just would video four-wheeling or whatever, fishing, anything, and I never did anything with the video. So I want to start doing stuff with it. What's the point in having it? I've shared everything else with you guys. I might as well share with you a pile of crap. Everybody else shares footprints. Here's some shit. Excuse me. I am Pam. How are you? Oh, right on. Planning on going out with Duke and his team sometime this summer. That's awesome. Summer in Montana is probably amazing. Especially, I guess, I'm not sure the elevation they're at. They're at least 4,000 feet. Are they going up to Coloma and whatnot? Like the haunted old mining town? They did some it was a paranormal portal went up there a couple years ago and hung out with Duke, and they went to Coloma and did some EVP work and stuff. Some interesting results. It was a cool trip. I enjoyed watching the footage on that. Initially I was hoping to go on that trip, but it never happened. Oh, right on. You're going to Coloma. Very good. Awesome. Is Brent and those guys going again this year? I don't know how many times they've gone. That was a couple of years ago that the first time they went. I don't know if they've gone since then. I believe they did. Brent and Longbeard and the crew. It's been forever since I've been on, like, even popped in over there. I should go over and say hi one of these days. Well, that was where Mogollon Monster was born. The name, the myth, the legend. Actually, it was the legend and shit was already out there. I just borrowed it. But yeah, that was the first time I ever went live in a chat, and I modded there for a long time. Jay Fritz, how are you? Probably. I don't know. I haven't been there, Ben. He says it's paranormal portal. Still read the internet. Well, they got to get their stories from somewhere. But I guess, I don't know that they've changed much. That's just funny. You grow out of things, certain channels. It's weird. I just can't. Some things I don't listen to. I used to listen to everything. Everything. I listen more during the winter. Once I'm able to get out and be outside, I'm see ya. I listen to a lot of stuff at night. Whenever I go to sleep, I put something on, usually Dixie Cryptid, Buckeye Bigfoot, Bigfoot Project, any narrators, guys. I like the narrators. But yeah, I don't watch I don't watch too many lives. Some I don't know. I'm content. I am Pam. That's and yeah, and Stevie, I think was no, it was either no Stevie. I'd seen Stevie there, but she first time she saw me was on Bigfoot Odyssey. The first time I went on with Carrie, just out of the blue, nobody, no Bigfoot experience. Just had to open my mouth when he said, "Oh, if anybody wants to hop on," and I was like, "I'll hop on." And he goes, "Oh, Mogollon Monster," however he pronounced it. I'm sure he mispronounced it. said he'd come on, and I'm like, oh shit, now I really got to come on. I got to. You did it now, bud. And I did. I hopped on, um, and it was fun. I was like, all right, on. I dig this. G'day, Mark. Tight lines. But yeah, Pam. I mean, so many of us. That's where we met, and we we hung out for a long time, and all the different channels that we would go to, and I was in chats, long before shit, for 2 years at least before I started, this channel. It was just, I got to that point where I was like, why is everybody here? Like, everybody's got to have a story. So I figured, let's find out, why the fascination with these channels. And shit, we're at this is, I believe, episode 296. So 296 lives. So a couple shows, 300. How? How are we still doing this after almost 300 shows? What does that say? I don't know. Is that good or bad, or just Long Duck Dong? What's up? With a name like that, I guess we know what's up. Oh, absolutely. My whole life, where I'm at in my life, literally, like everything about my life is because of YouTube. But it's not because of any money I made off of it. I've only made like $200 since I started. And I'm not in it for that. But it's because of the people, everybody in chat. We've been interacting for so long, and we are like family. I've met a lot of you, and me and Stevie are best friends because of YouTube. I'm here with Richie, my friend, in his house because of YouTube. It's amazing, everything's been for the positive, for the better, because of you people, because of my friends in chat, because of my family in chat, my best friends, So that's weird to say I owe so much to YouTube, but I do. This is like my way of, just getting to hang out with you guys, So I wish you would hang out with me, I mean, fuck, what do I got to do? Put the link in chat. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Use it. Is Miss still here? Can I see that? Snarkin's ass. What's up? Don't be a Bigfoot dingleberry. That's a big stinky dingleberry. Dingle. Indeed. Miss Dill, we were just talking about how a lot of us met in Paranormal Portal originally. That's the first place I was ever in a chat, and first place I moderated, and it's just weird, Here we are still. And so many amazing people that I've got to meet in person along the way. that's why I love doing going to the conference, 2 weeks ago. It was like 2 weeks ago. And meeting new people and getting to see people that, I've met before and, get reacquainted. It was cool. And I got to feed some people. Except Connor. Sorry, Connor. You snooze, you lose. Fresh whiting fillets. Nice. Stevie says, I learned to fish because of YouTube. You know what I mean. She learned to fish because of YouTube. And it's not because she went and looked up videos. It's because I taught her. I just gave her the basics and she ran with it, and it's awesome to see somebody develop a passion. And it's great if it's a shared passion, if you've never caught a fish before, the first time you actually catch a fish, it's like, it's exhilarating for them. I was at I think I might have probably told this a long time ago, but I was at a Boy Scout outing with my son and the troop, and some mothers came instead of fathers, and they weren't that keen on fishing or up on it. But there was this one kid that was just standing there, and I'm helping my son, and we're catching some fish, and there was this one kid that he just needed help, and I didn't even know who he was with, but I changed out his gear, put proper hook on, proper weight, did everything, and everybody was using bobbers and trying to fish off the top. I was like, come on, kid. And we put a weight on it. So he casts out and goes to the bottom. Bang, he gets a fish on. And, I help him hook it. And I say, okay, reel it in. He reels it in. I don't think anything of it. I know he's having a great time. And we get the fish in, and he takes the rod and the fish, and he goes away. And I go back and I'm helping my son and whatever. And I hear this voice, woman's voice, and say, excuse me. Got louder. Excuse me. Yeah, are you the person who helped my son? I'm like, yeah. You caught a fish. She's like, I know. I want to thank you. She was so like thrilled that her son, got some help. Somebody helped her. So I've seen, I knew this kid, CJ, and he had never fished before. And he was like, at this point, he's like 15. And we went and trespassed down at the reservoir. And I was like, come on, dude, take this rod, cast. I taught him how to cast. I put on a rubber worm, and I said, just cast out towards that tree. He's like, okay. And, first cast, it was kind of fucked up, but he got it. And I said, close the bow and just, watch your line and just start reeling in slow. He didn't really have to go through the reel and slow because I knew it was going to happen because these bass were just hot. And this bass took his worm, and I said, okay, now pull hard back, like just pull back. And he did it half-assed, and I said, start reeling. And he brought in his first bass. And at 15, it was like he was 9 again. Like I was looking at a 9-year-old reaction. I love to see people, learn fishing. Anyway. So Ms. Dill, is this still the same as talking about fishing, or is this different? I'm not saying caught a fish. I'm just saying taught a few. I helped a few. Yeah. My husband gets a kick helping the young ones fish when they go opening trout. They call him Mr. Blue Jean. You know, my dad, I, I don't want to say I get it from him, but we both did it. I would watch him. We go to Dead Horse Ranch State Park in Arizona in Cottonwood, and we go fishing. And if there were kids, you know, up the way, and with other people, usually the kids outnumbered the adults. In most cases, when kids are involved, and some of these kids weren't catching anything. And my dad was just like he couldn't sit still. He just wanted to go over, and I think he finally did get up, or he said something, you know, to help them along. My dad was always looking to help kids, you know. Hold on. Hold on. I know what I'm looking for. Yes, indeed. And this is a result, you know. I don't know if you can see that. That's Stevie holding a bass. She just caught. I'm going to cry. Stevie, that's awesome. Tight lines, honey. Miss Still says, I zone it out. Awesome. Gary Johnson, what's up? Yeah, it's just there's something about fishing. I just can't explain it. I've been doing it since I was a kid. You know, I spent my childhood I lived in a marina. When I lived at the Jersey Shore, I moved away when I was 13. So pre-13, I was just I'd get in trouble because I'd be out so long. You know, my mom would like, "Where have you been? Where do you think I was, Mom?" You know, I'm either crabbing or I'm fishing, or in the woods. You know, the crabbing and fishing came a little bit later. You know, once I hit like 10, as far as going off on my own, because she knew where I'd be, and I was always safe. And it was the 70s. We weren't freaking out about, you know, stranger danger and all that shit. You know, like things are fucked up today. I mean, maybe they were fucked up back then and we just didn't realize it. I don't know. But we survived. We're still here. You know, most of us survived. Greetings.
Greetings, YouTube. Hello, Mr. Moggs. How are you tonight?
What's going on, Danny? How are you, man?
Chilling. I saw you. You was like really needing somebody to come on tonight, and I said, "This is the night. He's dying. I'm gonna go on there and I'm cheering him up."
I'm just babbling away, dude. I just really realized I've been talking for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
And it didn't. I'm just like,
that was too long to leave you hanging. Nobody else was gonna come on.
No, it's all good, man. Thank you.
I was gonna come on tonight, and I was gonna come on my brand new big fat fancy laptop I got.
Okay.
But apparently, I'm not smart enough to work that motherfucker. So. There you go. I can't even find you on the laptop.
It's on YouTube.
That's how pathetic I am. I can't even find your channel on the laptop, man.
Really?
I think right on telephones.
That's odd.
And I know I'm subscribed, but when I go to my subscriptions, you don't show up. And I know I'm subscribed on every freaking channel I got to you.
Yeah, it's YouTube, I guess.
So then I went on this phone that first time I've ever live streamed anybody or anything on this telephone. So forgive me if it goes to straight.
Yeah, it looks good. Good picture.
It's the most expensive phone I got.
Caucasian Sasquatch says, I recognize Danny's voice.
Yeah. Caucasian. Hey, I appreciate the nice things you had to say about me. That really made me feel good, man. Most people don't say nice things about me. Most people talk really bad shit.
I wonder why. What have you been up to, man? What are you doing with your channels? Anything new?
Well, I hadn't been doing much till this week. It's been like 3 months straight. The best thing I could do was weird sounds. I hear weird stuff sometimes, you know, around the backyard, growls and howls. Not saying it's Bigfoot officially, but I put that on the titles because I love clickbait. But it's probably a bear or something like that. I don't know, but I hadn't got to look at it yet. It makes some pretty weird sounds out there. So there you go. But this week I actually got a report from some old people. And this is the first report I've had of anybody seeing anything in almost 3 months. And the old people said they were out walking their dogs on Sunday morning and they saw King Kong in the woods knocking down trees.
Really?
Yeah. So I went out and did an investigation, went out into the spot, and actually where they said they saw the thing, they was trees knocked down and stuff. And I made a video and found some weird prints. It was nice to get out again. It was the first time I've been out since I got injured. Huh? Did
you post a video?
Not yet. I'm probably gonna put it up tomorrow.
Okay, right on.
It's the first time I've been out. You know, I hadn't been on live streams. I hadn't been doing nothing. I got injured.
Yeah, how you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm alive. I was out. I was on a hike, not even doing an investigation, just on a hike with some friends. And I walked up on this embankment overlooking this like a river fall, and the damn bank gave away with me, and I rolled down the hill.
Oh no!
Yeah, cracked up my knee and busted up some ribs, busted my head open. You know, so I've been out of action for a little while.
Sure, yeah, and ribs are they're brutal when you hurt them, man. They take forever.
Yeah, but I feel good because I'm up and around now, and that's what's important.
Yeah, man. You look good. You sound good.
I went out yesterday, and I went to Walmart, and I made a video where I'm doing the people of Walmart. I might put that up this weekend sometime.
You getting yourself in trouble again?
Yeah, you know, man.
Yeah, I've seen you be a little ruthless.
I was watching Jeff's stream today. Did you happen to catch that?
Today? He went live today this afternoon?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was on. Like, I was out. Where the hell was I? I was at a marina today. I was helping a guy with a boat. Yeah, Stevie just bruised her rib cage. She was out for 3 weeks.
I had 4 hairline fractures in the ribs, a hairline fracture on my knee, and a hairline fracture on my skull. Nothing broke, just hairline fractures, you know.
Yeah, but it still makes you go, don't make me laugh.
I don't worry till I break some shit. I don't usually have.
I'm just looking through. So which channel are you going to post that on as far as
well, I post anything serious that, you know, I got a weird sense of humor. So I post anything serious on the Daily Dan blog.
Daily Dan blog, right on.
If Mr. Lee was a good mod, he'd be dropping that link right now.
It's right there.
You see, he is a good mod most of the time.
No, he dropped it.
Well, he knows I subscribe to him on all my channels, and I share his stuff out because he's cool.
I was wondering how he got 4 subscribers.
Shoot, I share his stuff out all the time. I was on a stream yesterday, and somebody was talking about no Bigfoot being in England. I said, "Oh, you want to bet? Check this guy out." And I put his link right in the stream.
Mr. Lee, Bigfoot hunter.
Actually, his stuff is some of my favorite videos. Them 2 videos he made are some of the favorite things I've seen lately.
I don't know if anybody posted it. I'm sure somebody did, but Mr. Lee and all you other Star Wars fans, may the 4th be with you. May 4th. Right on.
But I have so many interests. It's hard for me to put all that on one channel. I do the paranormal investigations, and I believe in Bigfoot, and I've seen Bigfoot, so I know he's real. And I get out and I do the investigations, and I put that serious stuff on the Daily Dan blog. But
Okay.
on my other channels, I do my other interest. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like I love horror movies, so I got a shock theater channel that does horror movies, and it's all entertainment. There's nothing real on that channel.
Sure. Actually, Stevie and I are going to a circus in like 2 weeks, or 10 days. It's called Paranormal Cirque or Cirque, whatever. And
wow.
It's a rated R horror based circus. So it's like, I don't know.
It's gonna be like one of my family. It's gonna be like one of my family reunions.
Yeah, I according to Stevie, I believe they're they're based in Italy, or they're from Italy, and they actually do it under a big top, just the whole show. But it's a lot of aerobatics and tumbling or whatever, your basic. But it's sort of supposed to be burlesque involved, cabaret. It's all different. But it's in the horror paranormal theme. So they said it's a shockingly good time. So we're going to go check that out next week.
That sounds very interesting, actually.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden I'm hearing, all these radio commercials for it. And I see it on YouTube. I'm like, oh, right on.
I went to the Comic-Con in Greenville last week.
How was that?
It was very cool. I bought a bunch of old comic books and really had a good time. And here's the fun part. I shot like 8 hours of video while I was up there. And then I come home.
Guess you brought extra batteries.
and then I got 8 hours of great footage. And then I come home drunk and dropped the camera in the toilet and lost everything, including the phone. That's why I'm on this brand new $300 phone today.
That's why this is brand new, because I dropped my damn iPhone in the in the water down by the state park.
I wouldn't have cared if it dropped and the screen cracked or none of that shit, but it had to fall in water.
Well,
the one curse. Hey, this phone I got now, hey, guess what? It's waterproof. If I drop this shit in water, it'll be okay.
I believe there's some place where I can bring this and they can actually waterproof it.
I also got the expensive case and the glass thing that goes over it just in case.
Yeah, I question whether or not this case is strong enough. I'm brutal on phones. What's up, brother?
Ain't nothing to it, baby. Hey, Danny. Good to see you, bud.
Hey, what's up, man? I appreciate the nice things you had to say about me. It made me feel good when I needed it the most, believe it or not.
Well, that's awesome. I really dig a lot of the stuff that you do. When you're going through those comics and you're not reading the comic, you're just doing that thing that you do. I mean, I can't do that. That just tickles me to no end.
Yeah, a lot of them times, I've just read that comic and it's on the fly. And sometimes I actually read it as I'm going along. So there you go.
What's up, Ben?
And I'm never in good condition.
How you doing, Danny? How you doing, Caucasian?
I'm alive and kicking.
Right on. We all got that in common.
Chilling like a villain, cheating, robbing, rhyming, stealing. Got to go get wife squatch tomorrow.
Wow. All right, cool.
Yeah, another 6.5 hour drive there and back.
6.5 hours.
6.5. Yes, sir.
Oh,
that's definitely bad traffic.
And
that's terrible.
6.5 hours back. Damn. Well, enjoy the ride there anyway.
I'd have come up earlier, but I was doing I came across the Wizard of Oz on, and I'm doing a live production of voice work for Scully's House of Thrillers, and there's this one bit in there that I'm having trouble with, and it's that little song that the coachman sings where he's like ho 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 ha 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 and a couple of tra la las. I can't do that.
You just did it.
I know.
You just did it, bro.
There's more. What's bad is when I do it like that, I'm really good at it for like that line. But the second I have another thought, it intrudes and then it breaks my.
Just throws you off completely.
Or whatever. I don't know.
So you're a voice actor?
No, actually, I'm a YouTuber, and I've encountered other people who are doing voice work for a channel, Scully's House of Thrillers. He's been bringing people on to do, let's see, he did Misery. We did Alice in Wonderland, I think. And there was another one we did.
Okay.
I can't remember the other one, but we're fixing to do The Wizard of Oz. And I was cast as the wizard himself. And I looked at him after the fact and I'm like, homie, you do realize the wizard has like 12 parts, right? Because when you get to the Emerald City, he's everybody.
I don't even remember it that well.
Oh, okay. If you don't remember it that well, you'll be surprised to learn that the Scarecrow has a gun.
Yeah, okay, cool. Wow. What kind? What kind of gun?
It's a little stage prop gun that he has. And what's really funny is in the very early scenes with him, it's right there on his hip. Later, it's gone.
So you're giving a gat to someone who doesn't have a brain.
Uh-huh. But it's okay. He gets a diploma at the end.
Oh, wonderful.
A diploma in ecology.
The GED? No.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Nah, damn, bro. You pretty good at that shit.
Oh, you should hear about Alex Jones.
He's working out as James Earl Jones.
Oh, yeah? James Earl Jones. Hey, do Darth Vader, bro.
I find your lack of happy thoughts disturbing.
Wow.
He's from right down the road over here. It's partly the accent and partly the timbre of it.
Where are you from, bro?
Georgia.
Okay.
Good old boy.
All right.
Come to Georgia. Come on vacation. Leave on probation. You'll be paying us for
Same thing as Arizona.
And Florida. Although in Florida, you might get bit. Maybe.
By what?
Hey, that's up to you. Brunettes, blondes, redheads, flock of junkies, alligators, mosquitoes. I mean, I can go on. There's plenty of
Pythons. Yeah. Cobras, maybe.
They have some of the coolest critters on earth in Florida. There's this thing called a pygmy sunfish. They are a brim species that doesn't get any bigger than this.
Fresh or salt water?
Freshwater.
All right.
I don't know.
And what about them?
Well, they're just really cool. They're bluegill. They're just normal, regular run of the mill bluegill, but they only get about yay big. And so if
they got those real red eyes.
Sometimes they're weird little critters, and I love them.
Yeah. We catch them in Louisiana too, man.
I imagine so.
There's it's funny because right down the block where I was hanging out today, at the marina, you can catch sheephead and mullet and all sorts of stuff, but you can also catch brim. Big ones.
Big brim, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
And
what about them soccer lake?
That's freshwater.
Oh, you talking about saltwater?
It's brackish.
Oh,
so
okay.
You're catching saltwater species along with some freshwater species.
Are these panfish brim or are these saltwater brim? Because they're a little bit different.
I think they're panfish because I can also catch bass.
Yeah, well,
It's that
Estuary.
brackish.
Yeah. Cool.
That is cool. You got to take me fishing. I haven't been fishing since I started my aquaponics. Because that's what I did. I went to this creek not far from where my pops lives, where they recently dug it out and dumped a bunch of rocks in it. And I went and literally no fishing pole or nothing, just a piece of line tied to my finger and a piece of a worm on the tiniest hook I could find. And I walked around knee deep with a bucket and dropped in between the rocks and pulled them up, dropped them in the bucket. They were so small they couldn't even get caught on the hook. They were just grabbing it and getting carried away.
Holding on to the worm.
Yeah, little bitty things. And now, man, I got some slabs in that aquaponics. I'm going to document them when I take them out.
Cool.
Really?
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it'll be about a week. Might be 2 weeks before the video goes up.
How big of it? What are you using? Like tanks or?
I have a 400-gallon tank that I broke recently, and then a 200-gallon tank that I cut in half and flipped the top of it for the grow bed and used the bottom half for a sump. And then I have a 120-gallon cattle trough that I use as a display tank with all my koi and goldfish and black.
Yeah, I used the 100-gallon trough, big old black one for some fish back in Arizona.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Easy to work with. You can cut right through it. If you mess up, you can take a little heat to it and reshape it a little bit. It's awesome. I really wish I'd have known that when I started. I might have just used some of those instead of using the IBCs.
Oh, Buzzard, what's up? No, that's cool, man. I just don't go raising like world record fish and.
I doubt you're going to be raising any world record fish in an IBC. I'll tell you something now. You know, when you catch a fish and you pick it up and it's got that certain firmness to it.
Yeah.
Right. I don't. These feel a little watery. I don't know how to explain it. They don't feel as strong. Right.
Less muscle mass, probably.
Well, yeah, they don't have to deal with currents. They're not running from predators. They just go to the top and get
spoiled fishes.
They are very spoiled bitches, but they are very spoiled. This big. They are fat. They need to be collected. They've been in there for 2 years.
Hey, bro, they got Sasquatches in Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
shit.
Call them skunk ape.
Y'all call them that too?
Skunk ape, rod buster. The
rod buster.
Rod
Never
buster.
heard that one before.
All right. So that comes from all right. So personally, I think it's people doing this, but it's been attributed to Sasquatch for some weird reason by the older folks around here. I don't get it. But if you go out and you're laying trout lines and you're not tying off the limbs, but you're putting out a like cane rod or just a piece of stick or whatever you're going to stick in the bank, you'll come back later and something will have broken the stick off and pulled the string off the end of it. And they watch.
Wow.
It wasn't me.
Man, it took me that long to find you on YouTube.
Oh, right.
Huh.
What?
Better late than never.
Yeah. Well, I've just got this new laptop and I'm still learning how to use it. And it's a pain in the butt compared to what I used to have.
Is it a Macintosh or a PC?
It's a whatever that is.
Look.
It's a Chromebook. It's
Okay.
a new 2023 Chromebook laptop.
I can help you with that one. I can work with PC. Macintoshes are upside down and backwards. I can help, but I don't really know what it looks like because I don't have one.
Well, I got it because I thought, it was going to be easy to work, but apparently I was mistaken. But I'm getting the hang of it now. I can use it a lot better now than I could 3 weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
You got to turn on at least.
Yeah, just keep banging your head against it. You'll get there.
Yeah, something will click.
Hey, bro, how I got them like a spiral galaxy thing behind me?
That's
I really hate that, by the way.
we were talking about.
That's nice, bro.
I appreciate it. You know what's funny? It really drives me crazy about it.
What?
24 backdrops for various things for various channels and whatnot.
Yeah.
I put hours and hours of work into some of them, and I did this in about 15 seconds. because I was just trying some stuff to see it would work, and it worked, and I accidentally left it on my OBS. And
This one right here,
yeah, this thing right here,
15 seconds.
give or take. Yeah, it took
Wow,
to record it.
That
Then it
background is
did
the
get
reason I
together.
smoke.
that's impressive, bro.
Yeah, you say that, but it was just a trial to see if it would work, right? And then I went and did some really complicated stuff. Nobody cares about the complicated stuff. They like this.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Good to see you, Pop Craig.
Long Duck Dong, what's up, bud?
No Yankee me wanky.
No pulley me bully.
Wow.
What was that? 16 candles?
I can't remember, but you're close. It might have been St. Elmo's Fire.
No, it's not St. Elmo's Fire. It was either 16 candles or Pretty in Pink.
Might have been Pretty in Pink. I don't remember. I'll have to go look that one up. Oh my Lord.
Long Duck Dong.
Bro, you look like you in a video game.
I can't look at it. I get zoned out.
I can change it.
Feel like Captain Kirk and shit.
Where no Sasquatch has gone before. Your kitchen.
Yeah, really. No Sasquatch has gone before.
I don't know, but honestly, dude, if you've been drinking and maybe smoking something and you start watching that shit behind you, it really ain't a good thing, man.
No.
Oh, now look. That'll just suck you
I'm
right
just
in.
saying.
Damn, it's bothering you, buddy? Danny?
He said if
a
you've
little
been
motion,
drinking or
something
smoking,
going on.
What's up, Nikki? 16 candles. That's what it
Yeah,
was. Thank you.
You're good.
16
You're right.
candles.
I recognized the name, and I knew it was from one of those films.
Molly
from
Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald films. Who's that guy? Was it Raimi? It wasn't Raimi. It was Ritchie. Guy Ritchie. Is that a Guy Ritchie film?
God, Richie. I don't know, dude. I like the old fucking 80s music from that shit though.
Yeah. The Breakfast Club, 16
Yeah.
Candles.
Yeah. Ooh.
No, that's creepy.
No, I know where you're going.
Ooh. Don't you forget about Mogs.
It's fucked up because I knew you were going to go with that song before you even started because that
No
was in my head. Just not that line.
You should have sang it, bro. You the singer. I'm not for sure.
Nah, not that song.
I can't sing. I can't sing but about 3 lines, and then I forget where I'm at.
Oh wait, you sung those lines? I just thought you talked them, spoke them.
Well, he may have talked them. I
With
have to sing.
enthusiasm.
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
well, I used to be able to sing. I don't do much singing anymore.
He says,
You know what's funny?
"I'm just
My
hanging
whole
out
life.
watching tonight with my sexy American girlfriend."
What? Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Get
Wow.
your
That's
girlfriend.
pretty random, huh?
Half your money.
That's funny.
Oh,
Sexy
wow.
American girlfriend.
You have to say it right. Sexy American girlfriend.
What's happening? Hot stuff?
What's happening? Hot stuff. Yeah, that's it. Wasn't he the one that hooked up with like the 7-foot tall chick? I can't remember which movie that was. Was it Revenge of the Nerds or something? I can't remember.
You
He hooks-
remember VHS? The
Rob
Weird Al movie with the Supply Room. Do y'all remember that shit?
Which one?
VH1.
VHS.
It's VH1, I think. I think it was. the
They
name of it.
could be. No.
I'll-
It's
I'll
not
check.
the network. It's a movie.
It's got some weird title like VHC or VH something.
Yeah.
VHS. No,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
I know the movie you're talking about.
Yeah. And then dude, like fucking they bust out that closet and say it's a supply closet. Supplies. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I got that clip in my library over here, and I use it anytime one of these people does a Budweiser thing where they like drink some Budweiser and poof, they're wearing a dress, right?
Mhm.
I'll take that same clip and put supplies at the end of it. Supplies. So much. I haven't even uploaded any of these. I just watch them myself.
Man.
Icon says, "Oh, for Pete's sake, it's UHF."
UHF. For real?
God, I couldn't remember that.
Okay. Cool. Well, I stand corrected.
I don't know. That's a V or a U.
I was close.
Yeah, I don't remember that movie.
Really? Man, that's funny.
All right, so Weird Al inherits a TV station where he has a whole bunch of TV shows and movies and stuff on tap, and it burns. Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't see it.
And it burns down, or something happens to all the movies, and so he has to fake it for like 3 weeks, and so he's out there doing live bits here. And hey, Nikki.
Hey.
Hi, Nikki.
You found Sasquatch. How do you?
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Danny.
How you doing?
Okay, now we're good. And Raymond.
I gotta give her the good one. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you
doing?
How you doing?
How you
And
doing?
it was on 16 Candles where he was with that ginormous lady with the huge.
Yeah, she's like 6'5", 6'7". She's huge. Yeah, she's huge in more ways than
one.
one.
Can you imagine the outtakes from that movie? Because they were just probably laughing their asses off. Oh my God, my favorites.
Hey, Michael.
Hi, Nikki.
How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good.
You know, that whole era of movies was really a cool era. You know, a lot of great movies came out in that time.
It is like Airplane and shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, dude.
Airplane was a little earlier, but
I was just going to say, Airplane came at the very beginning of the spoof era. And then the Airplane 2 was right at the end of the spoof era. You had a couple of movies in the middle that were absolute solid gold, right? You had
like what?
Real Genius.
Real
Genius. Awesome. Real Genius. It's one of Val Kilmer's first movies. He was also in Top Secret. If you have not seen these two films, Top Secret has the only underwater saloon bar fight scene in movie history.
Well, I've seen Top Secret. It is awesome. It is really awesome.
Top Secret. That's the comedy. That's the comedy one with Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
That's really a great movie. Back in the day, I loved it.
Or that scene where he's like, they're like sneaking along on the leaves, and it's like crunch, 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 and he goes shh, and then everybody moves silently from there.
Yeah.
Val Blazing Saddles was a lot earlier too. That was more 70s.
Yep. You can't do that movie nowadays.
Nope. There's a lot of movies you can't do these days.
No way.
I got fussed at because after one of my shows, I was like, we're going to watch Blazing Saddles afterwards. And 3 or 4 people was like, I've never seen Blazing Saddles. I said, well, listen.
Maybe be offended.
Do not be offended if you want to. I don't care. But just don't blame me for it. I'm showing you something that already exists that you do not know. So I'm enlightening you.
Where's all the white women at? What?
Hey, boy. Where all the white women at?
Sorry.
They gonna shut you down, Mose.
Nah. No way.
For what?
But I am going to take a page out of Danny's, how he's doing movies, and host my first movie night tomorrow night.
All right.
Movie night. Wow.
Careful. The only strike I ever got was from hosting a public domain film.
Why would you get hit for a public
I have
domain?
no idea, and they never explained it. It's the only strike I've gotten. It's the warning.
You know, it's funny. Let me point this out, Nikki. If you watch some of my live streams I show old documentaries about Bigfoot and stuff. I have never got a copyright strike. But once in a while, I'll get this stuff that says copyright claim. And when I click on it, it says, yeah, you're blocked in Russia. But that's the only country I'm blocked in is Russia. Russians can't watch Daily Dan, but the rest of the world can.
Yeah, Brent was telling me about that too. And it doesn't matter because I'm not monetized or anything. So at this point, it
doesn't matter until you catch a strike. A hard copyright strike is an issue. The way Danny does it is he's typically got a camera set up where he can watch what you're watching with him, and that warps the sound a little bit, and the video quality is not quite
it's
all
not
there.
Yeah, it's
not a direct re-upload.
Yeah. Another thing, like I said, a way to avoid a copyright strike is to zoom in on whatever you're watching, so it's not exactly a match for the original version of the video. That's how I get away with it on my wrestling channel. On the wrestling channel, you'll know I'm a little bit zoomed in or a little bit out of focus on some stuff, and that's to avoid the copyright crap.
So now, what I did when I sang, and whatever songs I sang on here a long time ago, is I just gave all the credits, put them in the description. For like, I went to YouTube and looked up that song, copied all the credits for that song, and posted them in my description. I never heard shit. Like I never got a copyright strike, so I just figured that works. You know,
I put up a video today or yesterday with just my dog running around in the yard and some guy singing karaoke to a song in the background. And it got a copyright claim over the music of the song, even though it was a karaoke song.
Wow.
Yeah.
But don't worry, only the people in Russia can't watch it.
Yeah,
I was wondering about that. Like, could I broadcast live from a bar and for a karaoke contest? You know,
Are you monetized?
Karaoke contest, huh?
Are you monetized?
Yeah.
Okay, I would.
They're gonna eat you up for a copyright claim on kind of music on one of them songs, no matter what you do.
I would avoid in general music that's not directly from YouTube Studio, because
it has to be already
copyright claims from. Hold on, let me put myself back up. I think I just lost connection. Am I still here?
You're still there.
You're
here.
just there. You go.
All right, my chat got kicked out for a second. All right. So when you're doing that kind of stuff, you can try to put credits where it's supposed to be and all that stuff, but sometimes they don't even care about that. I was getting copyright claimed on a song that was made for me, for my channel, because he had it up on his channel, and he's like, "Oh no, that's no good," and he took it down, and all the copyright claims went away.
God damn,
it was weird. It's the same.
And it's not people doing it; it's algorithm.
I got all y'all beat. I copyrighted my own ass.
Oh.
I put a video up on the Daily Dan blog, and about 3 days later, I put it up on the Daily Beast, and they give me a copyright claim against my freaking self. And I was emailing back and forth with YouTube for 3 days, cussing them out before they took it off.
Oh my goodness!
There's a
copyright claim on my own stuff.
We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen.
The Constitution state, and had his videos playing in the background, and caught a copyright claim from his channel while he was the guest presenting his own stuff.
Sometimes they go off the chain with some crazy stuff, man. It's just ridiculous.
It lasted just long enough for them to remove my live stream. That was it. As soon as the live stream was gone, the copyright claim got removed and everything was copacetic again. But just be careful, bro. That's all I'm saying. All both of you.
I'll tell you something else they'll tear you up on. That's topics. You got to be careful what you discuss in your titles on YouTube. If you put the wrong thing in your title and you start bashing one of these presidential candidates or something, they will come up down on you like a ton of bricks.
Sure.
Trust me.
I don't do any of that stuff, so it's all
Yeah,
good.
The closest I get,
I don't think any of us have to worry about that one.
Yeah,
the
I
closest I get in politics is to say that I don't have to participate in other people's delusions. That's
They
it.
didn't give me a strike, but I put this stupid video up I made where I was comparing Joe Biden to one of Jeff Dunham's puppets. It wasn't but about 3 minutes long, but they took my video down.
Dude, can I?
Looks like him.
that's
might be willing
that's
to take
what I'm afraid of, is that they'll just
And it was a
completely
good video.
shut
It was
the
funny.
live down. But I can only try. And a lot of people say too that they listen to the very beginning of your show. So it's important not to do anything copyrightable in the very beginning. So it's really good to have intros and to have
That's why,
countdowns.
not to interrupt you, Nikki, but it's good, like you people do, to read the comments for the first 15 minutes of the video on a live stream before you do anything else. Just read the comments and talk to people.
Yeah, talk to people, because that's what helps break the algorithm. Because it's not a person who's, catching us. It's a computer that's catching certain things. So that's what I heard. So that's why it's really good to, do that. Talk, say hi to people, run a long intro, which some people hate. They hate the intros at the beginning.
It gets me out from under.
If you want a good lesson in what not to do, watch some of Lockbeard's stuff.
It's true. True.
Yeah. Hey, truth hurts, but I'm honest.
Yeah. And I mean, you can pay, to have license to do all those songs if you want to play.
I searched all over y'all's creation trying to
yeah,
find
you can find them on YouTube. There are some people who are doing it, but
some people.
So there's got to be the way to do it.
Yeah, I was after.
Yeah, they do bingos and they sell stuff on YouTube, and that is, you're not supposed to be able to do that in many states because it's a state thing too. You have to watch. Every state has different laws about doing different things, selling stuff, and so.
So if a song's on YouTube, that does not mean you can use it, right?
Right. No, not in YouTube Music, but if you go to YouTube Studio and you get the song library from there, those songs are supposed to be fully copyright free.
Yeah, but does the fucking computer know that? Because,
yeah, anything from the YouTube library you can use. And I bought Stream Deck, so I have another whole thing of music that I can grab.
That's a very confusing because there's a music library and then there's a YouTube creator library. You want to be in the creator library. I had a buddy of mine who was like, I went to YouTube Music and I found all these songs and I'm going to use them. And I was like, don't do that. Because in the music
audio, you have to go to the audio library within your creator studio.
Right.
To use it. But if you buy Voice Mod, I can use any of that music.
You can, but Mogs can't. That little bit shouldn't be
about that.
Yeah, no, they're all 3 seconds or something but I use the long versions. And all the sound bites I use, I've never gotten a hit on any of those either.
As long as it's under 30 seconds to a minute, typically sound bites and whatnot aren't a problem, unless it's a specific section of a song, like the very beginning of The Land Down Under, that little pink, 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 pink. That little bit, they'll nail you. The flute part, they'll nail you.
Really? For that?
I played the whole beginning to Cops, and I didn't get a hit. And I played the whole beginning of Oompa Loompa from Oompa. Yeah. I did that whole thing, and I didn't get hit with that one either.
Well, you probably just got away with something.
Give them time.
Well, I go to sites that people say they're good, so you just have to listen to what these streamers from, different places, YouTube and Twitch and and use what they say to use. And the only time I had 72 copyrights was from that night, you guys, that I did all those songs over, one after another.
Pelton says if you were paying the copyright, it would literally be pennies. You guys are not broadcasting to millions of people. But we could. It's out there,
Yeah, it's possible you wake up tomorrow and like it's pennies on your average stream, and then something happens and it goes viral, and suddenly you owe $5,000. It's like, what just happened? Okay, I'm happy that I went viral, but I'm not getting paid, and now I have to pay people because I did good. I don't understand.
Right.
So Danny got a YouTube channel?
Danny's got like half a dozen YouTube channels.
Yeah, I'm like,
he's got a bunch. I'm actually listening to y'all and watching, but I'm playing with this computer. I'm trying to figure out how to work it during the background here.
All right,
and
Danny,
it's really annoying me to the point I want to throw the son bitch against the wall.
So Danny, fill everybody in on all your channels.
All of them. I want all of them.
Well, like I can't even remember all them motherfuckers right now.
God damn.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm really serious.
Hey, bro, where the hell do you live?
Investigator in South Carolina, and when I'm serious and I'm out doing investigations, I do all that stuff on the Daily Dan blog, and everything
that's you. Okay, the Daily Dan blog.
100% serious and no bullshit. You know, the worst thing I'm guilty of is some really creative titles.
Yeah, bro, you got some good titles.
I'll take the bullet on that. I love titles, but I'll take the bullet on that one. But if I record something, it's what it is. It's all just the way it happened, and sometimes I don't even know what I'm dealing with. And I've heard sounds, and I do put Bigfoot on the title and stuff, but I want to make one thing clear to people like Nikki and the ones who will rake your ass through the mud, that I do not know what's making the sounds. I don't know what creature I'm dealing with. And it may be Bigfoot. It may not be Bigfoot. It may be King Kong or Godzilla, Dogman, or anything in between. I don't know.
Up there and make those sounds for you, and you're going to sneak out and find Sasquatch.
I'm going to catch whatever's making it, and I got a feeling I'm probably going to be disappointed. But I'm going to find out what's making them one day. I come close last time.
You know, I found a noise that I've heard in the woods before and couldn't identify. I figured out what it was a couple of days ago. I have heard a deer fart multiple occasions. I'm not joking. And I didn't know what it was because you don't know what a deer sounds like when he farts. And so like I'm sitting out there in the stand and you hear that thing go down. It's like, what is that? I'm watching a YouTube video the other day and this deer walks out in front of a game cam.
Well, you know, I've been wrong before. Things happen. I've been wrong before. When I first started doing investigations years ago, I made this video and it was nighttime and I heard these horrible sounds and it was the most horriblest thing I ever heard. Like something was being murdered in the woods, and I made a video and I put it up. And I'm not going to say who, but somebody on our channels that we hang out with texted me up on email a few days later and he says, you know, that was two rabbits fucking, right? And it was two rabbits mating, making that horrible sound. And I just would have sworn it was a monster, but dude, there you go. Things happen.
Have you heard a bobcat having sex?
No, but I heard two rabbits and thought it was a monster.
You would swear a woman was being strangled in the freaking bush over there, dude. You would go out and try to help her and get murdered by cats.
You know,
heinous.
You know, I'm raised in South Carolina, born in the woods, but that was a sound I had never heard in my whole life. You know, and it freaked me out. Just like that growly thing, whatever it is, I've never heard that. That's why I record it and put it on YouTube. Maybe somebody else knows what that is. You know, I'm serious about that. I wished I knew what it was. It might make me sleep better at night.
I got another sound I hear out at Pops that I can't identify, and I think it might be alligator bellowing.
Well, I've had multiple things happen.
Georgia.
It's weird. I even caught this, looks like to me, and I swear to God, looked like a demon or something to me with big glowing teeth and shiny eyes. I caught the whole thing on video. It's on YouTube. Check it out. I don't know what that thing was.
Or the eyes?
I'm not going to say what I think that thing was, but it was something. You know, check it out. It was something.
What's the
You tell
title?
me what it was. It scared the heck out of me. And that's one of the few times in my life I ever got scared enough to take my
Which
gun
channel
out and
on it
like,
was
yeah,
the
come
title?
towards me and it's over.
And where is this now? Where you have this filmed?
What channel is it on, and what's the title?
It's probably on a couple of channels, but it's for sure on the Daily Damn blog.
Title?
If you tap in Daily Damn blog Demon, you'll probably get it on the search. But you talk about other channels. I love comic books, and I have a channel called Fat Comic Book Guy where I just do comic book stuff. You know, it's just all about comic books.
You said,
and I have another channel called Shock Theater Official where I just do horror movie stuff because I love horror movies.
Demons of my Night of the Demons, or is that a movie?
Beats me. Click it and see.
All right, I'll be back in a minute, y'all. I'm gonna go digging.
Yeah.
We'll pull it up.
If I was fancy and could work this damn computer sitting beside me, I could pull it up and pop it into screens and all that stuff for you. But
I think
we ain't learned all that yet, have we?
You need to get into a Sasquatch After Dark, buddy. That's what you need to do.
Uh-oh.
I think this.
Oh, shit. Can you tell me what makes that sound and I'll kiss it for you?
Sorry.
No. Just no.
Sounds like a cat, bro.
Hey, I tell you what, if you go up towards the end of the video, probably about 8 minutes in, you'll see, I catch it on camera and then take a look at it and tell me.
All right.
No, sir. This one's only about 5 minutes long. Wait. That thing?
There you go. What is that?
Jack-o'-lantern?
No, it's not fucking jack-o'-lantern. I'll kick you in the face for that shit. Tell me what the hell that is.
Man, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said,
that?
man. What is that? You tell me what that is, man, because I've had people at the zoo look at it and tell me they couldn't tell me what was going on.
What the fuck is that, bro? Where?
Ground too. That's not up in the sky or off far away. It's like
no, it's 50 yards in front of me, right at the wood line.
Wow. God damn. What the hell is that?
Growling at me, sounding like a damn dinosaur from Jurassic freaking Park. It was the only time that made me so freaked out. I pulled my gun out and pointed it right towards it and almost killed myself. But that's a long story. But
wow. That's
that is wild.
Wow.
And that's probably one of the most impressive things I've caught, but I've caught other stuff too.
Better than that?
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've caught a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I was on an investigation one time at this old mill and caught some kind of little creature that looked like a gargoyle.
Well, look at that shit. What the hell is that?
You got me, man.
It got me too, and it got the people at the zoo, and it got primatologists, and it got people at the college, and
that's not a primate. I wouldn't think.
Well,
I don't think that's of this earth, bro. That's from another dimension or some shit. That's
what I think. That's crazy.
Really weird encounter one night that turned out to be a police car, but. I know that sounds weird, but I was out on a swamp and I was not quite where I thought I was. Right. So, hold on, let me get that down.
Wow.
All right. So I was about 2 miles closer to the road than I thought I was, right? So I thought I was like way the heck over here, far, far away from the road, when suddenly I see blue lights running back and forth above me, and there's all kinds of weird lights flashing and stuff, and I couldn't figure out what in the world it was. So being charitable and cautious, I decided to approach this situation and see what it was. When I realized suddenly, oh, that's just a cop car with somebody pulled over on the bridge. Right? Like I just didn't have any basis to judge what it was. It wasn't until I actually came out to where I could see that I was able to go, oh yeah, that's a cop car and an ambulance. Right. But when I was in them woods, man, I was starting to get shook. I was sitting there with my pistol sitting in my lap, canoeing my little way through the dark, because I thought I knew where I was going and where I was. Apparently I'd floated down a good 2 miles farther than I thought I was.
That's what happens when you canoe in the dark.
I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, man, and this is straight up. Even sitting here watching that video and stuff, I got chills and my hair stood straight up on the back of my neck remembering that night, man. Man, I can't for the love of God tell you what that thing was. But it was 50 yards away from me, and just like in the video, his eyes and his teeth were glowing, and it looked like the head of a velociraptor from Jurassic Park growling at me. And it was one of the most freaked out times I've ever had in my life.
That's the thing I was growling.
This shit happened in my freaking backyard, dude.
Wow.
I really like your backyard.
Well, there's all kinds of animals. I put videos up every day on my Cool Dog channel of every animal I see out here, all kind of shit. You know?
What the hell was that thing?
What else you got pulled up there?
This is a Night of the Werewolf Strange Howling.
That's just and be honest with you, that's probably just the wolves. But I do hear something howl with them once in a while that don't sound quite of this earth. It sounds weird. But we have a lot of wolves around here, and they howl a lot.
Dude, that's an excellent soundtrack there. You want to creep somebody out, you get that to playing in their trunk while they're riding around. Hey, I did that to a buddy of mine. I took
everybody that lives around me totally hates these fucking wolves, and they annoy everybody and keep us up all night sometimes.
You got pretty voices to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a small creature.
Yeah, I think so too. What the?
Actually, if you go back to some of the older videos, they have better audio.
A whole plethora of other videos on Dan's daily blog.
Dude, that thing earlier, what was that thing?
This is a bear named Sasquatch. I've seen it.
It's a jazz bear.
Jazz bear.
Hey, pull up that next video you just went back to. That video, that I pulled that off of Nye TV, and it's from Long Island Bigfoot's channel.
No, yeah.
It's not playing.
Yeah, that one's from Long Island Bigfoot's channel right there, but that's one of the creepiest things I've seen.
There it goes. Adjust it.
Damn.
Sure what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm adjusting it. Give me 2 seconds.
Damn, look at that.
See shadow.
Dude, you want to see the nose?
It's weird looking, man. It's some of the freakiest video I ever seen. That's why I stuck it up on the channel.
You don't see the nose and the eyes?
I think that's
and the mouth?
I know a lot of people, well, I'm not going to say that, but, you know, he does put up some very interesting stuff on his channel.
Right on.
I'm going to go hunt down a bunch of different creators, and I'm going to do a gimmick video based off of the creator's methodology. And so for you, it would be something like wandering around in the backyard and finding me out there cooking a hot dog or some crap, just howling. It's like, what is that noise? And you find me over there. I'm sitting there with a little propane stove. What's up, bud? Something along that. Something that fits your content but at the same time, it's totally different.
But when you were talking about videos, I got 3 that comes to mind real quick. One of them was the one you showed where there was like this demon thing, and I got that on video, right? And I don't know what that is. It freaked me out real good. The other time that freaked me out, I'd had some people reported seeing dogmen, seeing these werewolf-like creatures in the woods, right? And I went in the woods on an investigation, just checking it out. And I saw this thing. And I'm not going to say it was a dog man, but what I saw looked like the werewolf from American Werewolf in London. It was like this large mutant wolf thing. And when it was up on a tree, it looked like a dog man. And it dropped down on all 4s and took off running. And I got that whole thing on video, and you can see that big son bitch running off. And that was one of the times that freaked me out, where I actually went on an investigating dog men, and actually saw what looked like a freaking dog man.
I remember seeing that. Isn't that the one where it's in the distance though, and it's
you can barely. But if you,
it's like running from left to right.
Yeah, but if you look on the other channel, Danny Staten channel or something, I put up a video where I played down on a big screen and then zoomed it in with the camera, and you can see a lot better. It's a big freaky mutant wolf thing or something. I don't know what it is.
Is that the one where
somebody would mistake something like that for a dog man?
Is that the one where it's like kind of fucking with a dog?
No.
Dog.
It wasn't no dog. It was
he's
it
talking
was some
about
kind of mutant wolf-looking thing. But I looked at some pictures in some books of different kinds of canine and wolf species, and when I found this picture of what they call a dire wolf, it was the closest thing I could say that what it looked like. Just saying. But like I said, that's on video. And the other time I was investigating this old mill, and this mill has a history of weird stuff happening around it. And I was just making a video pretty much about the old mill. Wasn't expecting nothing. Made the video, went home. And when I'm watching the video back, dude, I was like, what the fuck was that? You know? And I slowed it down and I looked at it, and it's just like it looks like a monkey with a tail and maybe some wings. And it's jumping around on the roof, and it's some kind of little gargoyle looking thing. And I caught that on camera.
No shit. I'd like to see that.
And that's probably been a while back.
A gargoyle.
Yeah. If I find it later, I'll do that thing where you do a post and it shows the old video, and I'll put it up on one of my channels.
But that other thing was crazy.
No, I've had a few, and there's been other times that I've caught weird stuff. And if I had $1 for every time I found a big footprint in the woods, I'd be rich. You know, I found all kind of giant footprints and
Stick
stuff.
to the path, beware the mowers. That's American Werewolf in London, if I'm not mistaken.
You're probably right.
Did I miss it?
And if you think back to the American Werewolf in London there at the end, that thing didn't really look like a werewolf. It looked like a giant wolf type creature. And that's pretty much what I seen was a giant wolf type creature.
American Werewolf in London, when it was about halfway through its transition, it looked just like my Mastiff taking a poop.
Yeah.
But the good thing about that was the whole, like, when his buddy would come back from the dead and haunt them and, you know, taunt them, and it was kind of funny.
I'll be back in about 2 minutes, Moggs.
All right, man.
All right, bud.
Moggs. What's up, Moggs?
Dan Sheehan says, my neighbor's wife said she saw Bigfoot, then it was just her husband with a size 14 shoe. Bazinga.
So she married Bigfoot. I see how it's going to be. Leaving Sasquatch out. I don't get no love.
Goonie goo goo.
That dude's pretty funny.
Your wife's a Bigfoot, Gus.
I want to see the
Great Lakes Reliance. Welcome, dude. Or dudette. You want to see what, Ben?
Gargoyle.
I'm
You want
looking.
to see a gargoyle?
I don't got a
Yeah.
whole lot to work with, but I'm looking.
Danny's gargoyle.
Oh,
Looks like a Caucasian Sasquatch is looking for it.
there was a movie called Gargoyle when I was a kid. And,
Oh yeah, you remember that shit? You remember that shit?
And
Yes.
I remember watching that with my best friend at the time, and we're all into this, and his fucking mother walks in there and just screams like, "Run!" Ruined the movie for me. And to this day, I think it's the scariest movie, but it wasn't. It's just she made it scary.
Hey, bro, I can agree with you, and I can back you up on that one. That was a scary movie.
Wait a
I
second.
saw it when I was a kid too.
Look at the title on this one. It says "Hunting Bigfoot, Finding Meth Head." This really happened. I'm not going to click on this one, but it's Hunting Bigfoot. Meth Head. That's scarier than Bigfoot, dude.
Meth Head.
Down.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of the shit in the woods. I'm afraid of the people in the woods.
Amen, brother. I ain't got one fear about nothing that's out there unless I just can't see it, so I can't deal with it, like a snake or something, like an alligator in the water. Those are hard to deal with. Anything,
fuck a snake.
I'm good.
Alligators are easier to deal with than snakes, bro.
Mr. Lee said the Slaughtered Lamb pub in American Werewolf in London. We still got pubs like that, you know.
Mm.
That's pretty cool, though. Snakes don't bother me too much, and I'm getting.
What? Go ahead.
What's that?
I'm sorry, buddy.
They don't bother me. It's not that they bother me. It's that I had a buddy of mine almost killed by a dead snake.
A dead snake?
No, we were walking through a section of road, logging road that had flooded, and so we walked up on the little edge where it was a little bit higher than the water around, and he was walking along, and a snake struck at him. But I seen it right before the snake struck, and I shot it and blew about the top 3 inches of his head off. You know, it wasn't a headshot. I hit him right, a little ways down the body. The bloody stump of that snake hit him in the shin. Oh. 2 years later, he looks over at me and goes, "Hey, Sasquatch, got to ask you a question." I'm like, "What's that?" He pulls his leg up. And he has a huge abscess on his shin. And I was like, "Dude, what the hell is that?" He's like, "You remember when you shot that snake?" "Yeah, that's what happened. Hit me right there." How? I was like, "Dude, you didn't have a head. How do you, what?" He's like, "I think a piece of bone got stuck in there." I can see that. All right. But dude, we're going to the doctor right now. He pulls out your aim. He goes, "No, I got it." Dude, people are weird.
Dude, I mean, what was wrong with him though?
He had a piece of that snake's spinal column stuck in the shin.
Oh.
It was basically just an infection.
What's the fucking chances?
Yeah, no, that's what I said.
Later.
I know.
He didn't say a word for 2 years. I knew not. He didn't even limp. Nothing. My man was hard as the Rock of Gibraltar. I'm not joking. He's one of the manliest men I've ever manned around. He pulls that thing up. There's a hunk of dead flesh hanging off the front of his leg. He's like, "Man, it kind of hurts a little bit." No shit.
Like case of necrosis.
God, man.
And an infection could last 2 years.
Dude, you make me laugh so hard I hurt.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to do it worse. I can tell you a joke. You want to hear a joke?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not. No.
Nikki's just keeping quiet.
No comment.
I want to hear a joke. As long as it's not going to get Mogs kicked off fucking YouTube.
Hey, the video that you're looking for with the Dogman thing is called Palmetto Dogman, caught on camera.
Hope you guys don't mind that we're like showing Danny
It's
stuff.
funny how you remember that stuff, but I make thousands. Believe it or not, I've got like over 10,000 videos up on YouTube. It's kind of hard to keep up with every one of them.
Damn. Yeah.
And I'm like all happy.
I did
'cause
have
got-
more than that, but YouTube took my good stuff channel away because they're beep, 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 beep. I
Why?
beat myself. See, I didn't say that out loud. I'm getting better with the Tourette's, dude. But we all know YouTube's a bunch of fucking assholes.
All right, say that again. No, not that. Say the Palmetto Dogman.
Palmetto Dogman caught on camera.
Oh,
I'm
Palmetto.
pretty sure that's the name of it.
yeah, it's a type of palm tree.
I know what a palmetto is. I don't know what a palmetto is.
Palmetto's the state freaking tree in South Carolina, man. We're the Palmetto state. I went to Palmetto High School. It's Palmetto here, man. God darn it. We got some Palmetto.
It's a palmetto, bro. What are y'all doing over there?
What do you mean? Butchering the English language?
Yes.
That's South Carolina, man. You can't argue with them. They just go say
And then I
things.
saw the thing right at the end of the video, so there you go.
Like us
So you got to go
Cajuns
up
can
into
really correct somebody.
4 minutes or something.
Yes.
15.
Hold on, let's pull that up.
Palmetto. God damn it.
There's a lot of profanity in my videos back then, so there you go. So,
Got it muted.
warning.
Yeah, he was like a sailor with Tourette's.
When I was coming through the woods, I saw this sucker. It was up on a tree, like it was chasing a squirrel or something, and it was like 8 foot tall, covered in hair. It looked like a giant wolf creature. And then when it saw me, it dropped down on all fours and took off. It was freaky, man.
All right, Dan Sheehan, listen. I do the bad jokes around here. Take a number.
No, that's my job too, man.
Well, then he'll have to take another number.
Dan said, "Why don't monsters
If
eat
Jay
ghosts?"
Chris was up here, I'd tell you what bad jokes was all about. No.
It's coming up or what?
Is it towards the end of the
Yeah, it's towards the end. I was leaving.
That yeah, y'all can no, you can't see what I got.
Yeah, this is the one I saw a long time ago. We're still here, guys. We're just, quiet.
Oh, hold up.
Yeah, I think it goes left to right, doesn't it?
Yeah, my camera work sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's been a while back. You
You're
know?
not a fan.
Don't
No,
hold back, Ben.
coffee a little bit. Just chill out on that coffee, okay? At least before you go out. I'm sorry.
So a little bit.
You know,
Man,
totally-
where is it though? I don't see nothing.
Wow.
I know it's in the distance, it's in the thicker part of the tree line.
If
back
you had the
there.
volume up, you could hear the narration. I'd know more where it was at.
Okay.
It's way up past that. It's way up past that. It's about go to about 5:15 or 6.
Searching for cryptids in South Carolina. Boy, it could be a deer. Screen a little bit.
Yeah, that's you.
I went again.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the screen a little bit. Whatever. What? I went again.
I got you. Hold on.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I saw something.
Oh no.
What'd you do?
I poked the wrong button. I almost backed out. Wait a second. That's not it.
Glad I'm not the only one pushing the wrong buttons.
I guarantee you, if he was doing anybody else's video but mine, it'd be perfect.
This is just so far the fuck away. It could
He
be.
didn't film it, so you can't control the shaking.
There it is.
YouTube, there is something down there moving. That motherfucker is. Whoa, right there. Did you see it?
That's where it was on the tree.
What? That went again.
All right, I'm gonna shrink it back down. I can't keep up with your shakes.
Getting motion sickness.
It could be a deer. It could be anything. Hard to tell.
Oh, can't look.
Like I said, I've been in these damn woods all day. And it's about time for Danny Dan. Danny Staten here. On the Danny Staten channel. To get the hell out of here.
That's beautiful, dude.
All right. Well. You see something like.
Yeah, no, there's something moving in there, but I can't catch it.
But I'm not sure.
Yeah, but go up towards the end where you can see the damn thing run, man. Quit going back to that same little spot where you can see something. You can't barely see nothing through them trees.
Okay, give me a number.
Damn.
You know, go up further.
Further,
Like 6:15. Yeah, there you go. And listen.
Oh, you need to hear it.
Looking for a dog man and see a canine? It was moving so damn fast. I never saw nothing move that fast. Wow. I'm fucking tripping, YouTube. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
You got to go back a little bit.
Go back about 1 minute.
6:15.
Did you see that? There it is.
So what we're looking at, guys, if you just joined us,
Oh, Harry motherfucker. I hope that.
something Danny Staten has filmed.
I wish I'd been zoomed in a lot better than I do on the ball. What? There it goes. Are you seeing that, YouTube?
Yeah, I saw it.
There it
Oh,
is.
it's kind of white.
Yeah, and it's fast
Right.
along the ground.
Right there, bud. All right.
If you see something that the Daily Dan missed here on Danny Stain channel, please let me know in the comments below. As I tend to make videos on this channel just a little shorter than I do on the blog. What? There it goes. Are you seeing that, YouTube? There it
Middle of the
goes.
screen, going right to left.
God damn, I hope I got that hairy motherfucker on camera.
That fast?
You see that? There it goes.
That fast.
Yeah, it was fast.
It was super fast. It was like the fastest thing I've ever saw run. Which is abnormal because I've seen a lot of things run.
You ever seen a crackhead on Flocka?
Or anybody on Angel Dust.
Ask me
Anyway.
for a friend.
All right, guys. Look at that. Go back to the screen. Dan, I want to thank you for letting us watch some of your videos.
I appreciate you having me on, man.
Absolutely, brother. Good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well, doing better, you know.
Yeah. Well, I would have come on a few other times when you were having no guests going on at the time, but like I said, I've been pretty banged up and I'm just getting over it this week.
No worries, man.
But I'm up and around, and
Yeah,
that's all I can say. I'm up and around and I'm doing better.
good. But yeah, we are at 2 hours. What do you got going on, Nikki? You're doing the movie tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. It'll be Curse of Bigfoot, the 1972 revised colored version.
Right on.
And we'll see how far it can get. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can do the whole thing.
Very cool. Well, guys, if you want to be part of that and go check out that on Nikki's channel tomorrow night, you said 7?
Actually, I think I played that one on 13 o'clock live one time and got away with it.
Right on.
Cool.
Make sure you zoom the camera in just a little bit so it's not a perfect visual.
Well, I'm gonna try to outline it with a curtain and do some
Some
other
people put
stuff.
like a little TV screen around it or a movie
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
that usually
my
works
idea
too.
was that I thought, well, maybe I'll do a curtain or TV. We'll see. I don't know. Still
Hey,
figuring
bud, you
that
got
out.
a computer now. We can get you all that stuff. Just take a little while. You just got to figure it out.
Yeah. So anyway,
All right, guys.
thanks.
Nick,
Bye.
thanks for coming on. Talk to you soon. Check her out tomorrow night, everybody.
Yeah, it's
Bye.
been the most fun I had this week. So there you go.
Right on, Danny. I'm glad you joined us. It's good to see you.
Me too, man. I guess I'll catch you later, Moggs. I'm out.
All right, dude. Take care.
Much love, everybody. Don't let the man get you down. And if he does, try to enjoy it.
All right, Caucasian. Good to see you. Thanks. Ben, as always, it's a pleasure. I think he bowed. You still there, Ben? Nope. But thank you, Ben. It's good to see you. All right, guys. It's another one in the books. So that was at 296. Well, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out tonight. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed, watching some of Dan's videos. Pretty cool. I will be back here next Tuesday. I'm sure you guys already know that. If you enjoyed this tonight, hit that like button below. Also, if you're new, subscribe, share. Even if you're not new, share. And we will, like I said, we'll be back on Tuesday. In the meantime, you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I know it's late. And have a great weekend. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. Love you guys. Thanks again. Peace and God bless.